Hello everyone, welcome to this video. Today we are gonna learn how we can create tables in MySQL Workbench by writing and executing queries. And by this I mean we are not gonna use GUI today in this video, so let's begin. Before creating tables, we need to have a schema where these tables will be stored. So let's have a look at the structure of creating these schemas. First we need a keyword create, and the second word is also a keyword schema, and the third word is a schema name. This can be anything, and of course this should be related to the tables that you are intending to create. So let's create a schema. So the first keyword is create schema, and the name of the schema now, let's say library, and at the end the semicolon. Now we are, I think, yeah, we first have to execute this, refresh the schemas, and you can see the library here, but there are no tables in that, so let's create them. For creating tables we have to have the keyword create and then the table, followed by the name of the schema where this table should go, and dot, and then the name of the table, followed by column name inside parentheses, of course, column name, then the data type for that column name, and some specifications, for example, not null, or maybe primary key, and those sort of stuff, and then a comma, and then the second column name, and the same things for the second column. Now let's create these tables. So first the keyword create, and then the keyword table, and then the schema where this table should be stored, which is library for us in here, library, followed by dot, and then the name of the table, let's say books, and then let's open the parentheses. Now for a better style, let's do it this way. Okay, the first column name should be, wait a minute, I listed all of them here so that the video will be short. Book ID, followed by its data type, which should be integer, and this column or this attribute is going to be the primary key of our table. Yeah, and then we need a comma, and then the second column name, it should be book title, yes, and the data type for this is going to be varchar, because the length of title, it may vary from book to book, and let's say 55, and this should not be null because every book will definitely have a title. That's enough. Let's go for the third column, which should be total pages. This is going to be integer because we are talking about numbers, so this shouldn't be null as well. And the next attribute, ISBN, let's say book ISBN number. This is also a number, I think, so this should be integer as well and not null. Oops. Comma, and then the last attribute, publish date. The data type for this attribute is going to be date, and it shouldn't be null as well, and I think we are good to go. Let's execute this and create this table. Yeah, so the first table is successfully created. It is books, and you can see its information in here. The name of the table is books, and it contains these columns. Their data types are also listed. Okay, so let's create another table. Create the keyword, again another keyword table, and the name of the schema, library, dot, the name of the new table, which is authors, yes, followed by we have to open parenthesis, and let's just close it now. Tab, yes. So what should be the first attribute? Author ID, followed by its data type, which should be integer, and this is going to be the primary key for our authors table. Yes, primary key, oops, space, and the second column, let's say no, wait, we have it here. First name, author first name, author first name, and this should be varchar, and it should be, let's say, 45 in length. Yes, and then it shouldn't be not null. Yeah, it shouldn't be null. And the next attribute, it should be author, let's say, middle name is going to be varchar as well, because the length may vary, and let's say 45. And then okay, it can be null because not everyone has a middle name, so just leave it that way. Author last name, oops, yes, name, it should be varchar as well, not varchar, come on, varchar, 45, and it shouldn't be null. No, we don't need that comma because that's the end of our attributes for this, yeah, for this table. Let's create our, let's execute this and create our table. Yeah, it's created now. We have the authors table in here, as you can see, authors and its columns listed here. Now let's create the last table for this session, book authors. Yeah, so create table, the name of the schema, library, followed by dot, and the name of the table, which should be book authors. Let's open parentheses, let's just close it now, and a tab in here. Okay, so author ID. Okay, let's see what columns go inside book authors. It's going to be book ID, the first column, book ID, its data type is going to be integer, that's it. And author ID is also going to be integer, and that's it. Okay, now we're gonna learn how we can create foreign keys. So yeah, pay attention in here. It's a bit tricky. I mean it's not as simple as creating a table. So first we need a a keyword, foreign key, yes, followed by the name of the column, and within the same table, let's say book ID, it should go inside parentheses, book ID, followed by a keyword called references, yes. Oops, I think there's a mistake in the references, yes, followed by the name of the table where we get this key from, which is going to be books, of course, because we're talking about the book ID, and book ID is inside the books table. So yeah, here is the table name, and followed by parentheses, and inside this parenthesis we have to write the column name of the books table, which is book ID, okay, comma, and let's create another foreign key, this time author ID, and the keyword references, yes, followed by the name of the table, which is authors, authors, parentheses. Inside parentheses we have to write the column name of this authors table, which is author ID. Author ID. I think we're good to go now. Let's try executing this code. Author ID, it says it didn't happen. Why? The column author ID doesn't exist in table. I don't know what's going on, but let's just copy paste because I think the mistake is in here. Yes, I think it was a spelling mistake. Let's execute. Oh, it's failed to open the referenced table authors. What did I name that? Authors. Let's just copy paste this. Oh, come on, a lot of spelling mistakes. Sorry for that. Let's execute it now, and yes, it's working. So now we created our last table, books author, and it has columns book ID and author ID, both of which have integer data type. So this was it. This is how we create tables in MySQL by writing queries. In case if you have any questions, comment them down below. I'll be glad to answer them. I hope you learned something. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please consider giving us a thumbs up. It personally motivates me to create such videos. So thank you, and see you in the next videos.